That night I couldn't sleep. My mind replayed the glimpse of that cage over and over. Around 2:45 a.m., I saw her house lights flicker again. I grabbed my flashlight, crossed the street, and peered through her basement window. It was open just enough to feel a cold draft, and from inside came a faint sound and like someone whispering. I froze. Then I heard it again. "Help me!" The voice was weak, desperate. My heart pounded. I pushed the window wider and climbed inside. The smell hit me first. Mold, damp wood, and something metallic. The basement was cluttered with shelves covered in dust and cobwebs. But then my light caught something that made me stumble back. Glass jars lined up neatly, each labeled with a name. As I moved closer, I realized the liquid inside wasn't water. And that's when I heard movement behind me, a soft whimper. I turned and saw a girl crouched in the corner, pale and shaking. "Please," she whispered. "She said I'd never leave." I recognized her face instantly. She was the missing girl from the posters downtown. I tried to help her up, but before we could move, the floorboards above us creaked. Someone was coming. The girl's eyes widened with terror. I switched off my flashlight and we crouched behind an old cabinet. Then slowly, the basement door opened. Mrs. Holloway stood at the top of the stairs, holding a kitchen knife. "You shouldn't have come here, dear," she said, her voice cold and calm. Curiosity kills more than cats. I grabbed the girl's hand and we bolted. The old woman screamed, the knife clattering against the railing as she lunged down the steps. We struggled in the dark, crashing into shelves and breaking jars. I remember grabbing something, maybe the knife, and the next moments were chaos. When I opened my eyes again, I was outside. The girl was sobbing beside me and the basement door was wide open behind us. Sirens echoed in the distance. I had called the police, but when they arrived, the house was empty. No jars, no cage. No girl, no sign of Mrs. Holloway at all. The police told me I must have dreamt it. That stress and lack of sleep can make people imagine things. But how do you imagine blood on your hands? How do you imagine the terrified eyes of someone begging for help? A few days later, I went back. The house was sealed with police tape, quiet and lifeless. But as I stood there, something made me look up. Through the window, I saw her, Mrs. Holloway, watering her plants like she always did, smiling that same strange smile. The police swore she'd died 10 years ago. But if that's true, then who's living in that house now?